How to ignore women. 11 secrets of high-value men to make her chase you immediately. Stoic life lessons. Success is not to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person you become. This powerful quote captures the essence of today's lesson. Have you ever noticed how high-value men seem to effortlessly draw women towards them without lifting a finger? The secret isn't in playing games or being manipulative. It's about embodying self-worth and mastering the art of ignoring strategically. In our video today on Win Stoic, we will uncover 11 secrets that these men use to make women chase them. Are you ready to transform your approach and see a shift in your relationships? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's engage in this journey together. Number 1. Secret weapon. The idea that women are naturally drawn to men who don't chase them is a profound paradox that many fail to understand. Why do women often seem indifferent to men who shower them with attention, but are inexplicably attracted to those who appear indifferent? It isn't about money, status, or any superficial attraction. It's about understanding a fundamental psychological principle, the principle of scarcity. This isn't about playing games or manipulation. It's about mastering one's own value and radiating that confidence. High-value men, those who are genuinely respected and admired, understand that the more you chase something, the further it moves away. Stoicism teaches us that true happiness and fulfillment, stoic happiness, come from within, not from external validation. In Stoicism today, this principle is more relevant than ever. When a man stops desperately seeking a woman's attention, he sends a powerful message. I am enough as I am. This isn't about being cold or distant, but about maintaining one's own life, passions, and pursuits. By doing this, you demonstrate that your self-worth isn't dependent on her approval or attention. This behavior isn't about ignoring women in a literal sense, but rather about focusing on yourself, your growth, and your goals. It's about showing that you have a life rich with purpose and meaning, which is far more attractive than any superficial display of wealth or status. Consider the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, who said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." This quote captures the essence of the approach perfectly. Rather than trying to prove your worth or win over a woman by overexerting yourself, simply focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Women, like everyone else, are naturally drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin, who project an air of quiet confidence and self-assuredness. Modern life often makes it seem like being constantly available or attentive is the key to winning someone's affection. But in reality, what women find most irresistible is a man who knows his worth and isn't afraid to live by it. If you practice this approach, you will find that women are more likely to be drawn to you. When you stop giving a woman the attention she expects, something remarkable happens. You break the pattern, create a sense of mystery, and elevate yourself above the crowd of men who constantly seek validation from her. However, this tactic isn't about creating a void. It's about filling your life with things that make you happy, with things that fulfill you, independent of her presence. Remember, the secret is not about being aloof or unkind. It's about maintaining a strong, positive presence and a fulfilling life that doesn't revolve around her. When you shift your focus away from chasing and toward becoming a high-value man, you embody the very principles that Stoicism has long taught: self-reliance, emotional control, and inner strength. This isn't just about attracting a woman. It's about building a better version of yourself, which naturally becomes attractive to others. High-value men don't just ignore women. They live lives so fulfilling that their attention is naturally more valuable. Women pick up on this immediately. They sense the difference between a man who is desperate for their attention and a man who has a purpose far greater than the chase. When you embrace this mindset, you're not only applying Stoic life lessons to improve your interactions with women, but also enhancing every aspect of your life. You become the kind of man who naturally attracts quality people, opportunities, and experiences. Therefore, the next time you find yourself tempted to overly pursue a woman, pause and reflect on your values. Ask yourself if you are being true to your Stoic principles, focusing on your own growth and happiness rather than seeking external validation. By doing so, you align with the Stoic philosophy of self-mastery and find that the right people, including women, are drawn to you not because of what you do for them, but because of who you are. Ultimately, the power lies in becoming a man who is complete and content within himself. A man who does not need to chase, but is sought after. This is the essence of Stoic happiness, and it is a timeless truth that continues to resonate in Stoicism today. So, gentlemen, focus on your own journey, embrace the power of self-worth, and watch as the world, including the women in it, begins to chase you. So comment, "I focus on my own journey." 2. Attraction decoy. Have you ever found yourself asking why some men, regardless of their looks or wealth, effortlessly draw women towards them, while others, who may seem equally appealing on paper, struggle to spark that same interest? The secret isn't just in how they look or the money they possess. It's deeper than that. The true secret lies in how they value their own attention and presence. Picture this: a woman wakes up each morning, reaches for her phone, and is instantly overwhelmed by a flood of notifications, likes, messages, comments, from men who are desperately vying for her attention. This constant stream of digital validation feeds her ego before she even takes her first sip of coffee. But think about it. How mundane and predictable is that? Now contrast this with a man who understands the power of restraint. A high-value man with a Stoic mindset. He doesn't jump at every chance to show his interest. Instead, he exudes confidence and makes a brief connection, just enough to spark curiosity, but then he steps back. He doesn't follow the crowd or feed into the predictable patterns. This approach isn't random. It's a calculated strategy grounded in a deep understanding of human psychology and the Stoic mindset. By not chasing, he distinguishes himself from all the noise. Imagine a woman faced with this unexpected behavior. She starts to wonder, why isn't he like the others? Why hasn't he flooded me with compliments or tried to impress me? What is it about him that's different? These questions plant a seed of intrigue and uncertainty. This uncertainty, this gap in her understanding, creates a space where desire begins to grow. Suddenly, she's not just curious, she's captivated. She finds herself seeking his validation, trying to decode his mystery. This is the power of the attraction decoy. Unlike the typical man who boosts her ego with every like and flattery-filled comment, a high-value man challenges her. He makes her work for his attention, and it is precisely this challenge, this subtle game of push and pull, that makes him irresistible. Now think about your own experiences. Have you ever noticed that when something comes too easily, you don't value it as much? The same principle applies here. High-value men know that their attention is a rare commodity and not something to be freely given away. This scarcity makes them more desirable. They embody the Stoic philosophy, remaining calm, composed, and slightly elusive. By doing so, they not only maintain their self-respect, but also heighten a woman's interest. Let's look at a real-life example. Consider the dynamic between a popular celebrity and their fans. The fans are constantly seeking attention, liking, commenting, and sharing posts. But the celebrity, who rarely responds, maintains an air of mystery and intrigue. The fans are drawn even more to the celebrity, wondering what they're really like behind closed doors. The lack of direct interaction creates a powerful pull. Similarly, in dating, if you mirror this behavior, you become the celebrity in her life, someone she desires but cannot easily grasp. Ask yourself, how often have you given away your attention without a second thought? And how has that worked for you? What if, instead of being another name in her list of admirers, you stood out as someone different, someone she has to work to get to know, someone whose validation isn't given lightly? Could that shift in approach change the dynamics in your favor? High-value men understand that their time and attention are their most valuable assets. They don't waste them on just anyone. Instead, they invest them wisely, and this makes all the difference. The key takeaway here is simple yet profound. To be a high-value man with a Stoic mindset, you must learn to value your own attention and make it a scarce resource. Don't be afraid to stand out by not following the crowd. Challenge her to earn your interest, and in doing so, you not only elevate your own worth, but also create a dynamic where she is drawn to you, captivated by the mystery and the challenge. Remember, it's not about playing games, it's about understanding the deeper layers of human desire and psychology. By mastering the art of the attraction decoy, you not only attract the right kind of attention, but also build stronger, more meaningful connections. What's your next move to embody this mindset? Please share with us, or if you don't know what to say, just comment, "I became a man of high value with a Stoic mindset." Number 3. Lonely but attractive. Imagine walking into a room and instantly feeling a magnetic pull toward a person who exudes quiet confidence and a sense of self-assuredness. This is the aura of a high-value man who has mastered the art of embracing solitude without feeling lonely. Solitude, in the eyes of such a man, is not a sign of weakness or a lack of social skills. Instead, it's a powerful means of self-discovery and growth. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing." High-value men understand this deeply. They don't require the constant presence or approval of others to feel complete. They have learned that their worth is intrinsic, not determined by their relationship status or social circle. This self-reliance and independence are at the core of their being, making them incredibly attractive to others. They have discovered that true power comes from within, from a place of knowing who they are and what they want in life. But what does this independence really mean? It's not about isolating oneself or rejecting social interactions. High-value men still appreciate companionship and the joy of connecting with others. The key difference is that they don't rely on these relationships to define their identity or sense of self-worth. Instead, they choose to engage with people who complement their lives and share similar values and goals. This is a vital lesson from Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to find contentment and strength within ourselves, rather than seeking it from external sources. By embracing this mindset, high-value men are selective about the relationships they enter, ensuring that these connections are meaningful and aligned with their principles. So, how can this mindset make you more attractive? When you embody the qualities of a high-value man, confidence, self-reliance, and discernment, you naturally attract others. People are drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin and who exude a sense of purpose and direction. This attraction is not about playing games or manipulating others to chase after you. Rather, it's about being genuine and secure in your own value. As Marcus Aurelius once noted, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. High-value men understand that their thoughts shape their reality, and they focus on nurturing a mindset that fosters growth, resilience, and self-respect. This brings us to an important question. How do you cultivate this mindset of self-reliance and independence? Start by spending time alone and embracing the quiet moments. Use this time for introspection, to reflect on your values, goals, and what truly matters to you. This is a practice deeply rooted in Stoicism, where self-reflection and mindfulness are seen as pathways to greater wisdom and understanding. When you learn to enjoy your own company and find peace within yourself, you no longer feel the need to seek validation from others. This inner peace is a powerful form of attraction because it signals to others that you are content, confident, and capable of handling life's challenges on your own terms. But let's delve deeper. Why is it that high-value men, who are often seen alone, are still so compelling and attractive? The answer lies in the paradox of independence. When you don't depend on others to fulfill you, you send a clear message that you are whole and complete as you are. This creates an aura of mystery and intrigue. People want to understand the source of your strength and confidence. It makes them wonder, what is it about this person that makes them so comfortable being on their own? This question draws them in, encouraging them to learn more about you and ultimately to chase after the qualities they see in you. Are you ready to embrace this journey of self-discovery and independence? Comment yes if you are ready. Comment no if you're still not out of the boredom of loneliness. Consider the value of solitude not as a punishment or a void to be filled, but as an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more self-assured. Remember, the teachings of Stoicism remind us that our greatest strength lies in our ability to control our own thoughts and reactions, not in seeking external approval. By applying these Stoic life lessons, you can transform your mindset and attract others naturally, not by seeking attention, but by being genuinely yourself. So, what steps will you take today to start cultivating this inner strength and independence? How will you begin to redefine your sense of worth, not based on others' opinions, but on your own inner values and beliefs? By adopting these principles and integrating them into your daily life, you'll find that people are naturally drawn to you, not because you're chasing them, but because you're living authentically and confidently. This is the essence of being a high-value man, and this is what makes others want to be around you. So, ask yourself, are you ready to take control of your life and embrace these Stoic principles? Are you prepared to step into your true power and become the person others want to chase simply by being yourself? Number 4. Attractive energy shines. A high-value man possesses a distinct aura, one that naturally commands attention without seeking it. He isn't swayed by the transient allure of distractions, nor does he waste his energy on pursuits that do not serve his higher purpose. Instead, his focus is like a laser, sharp, unwavering, and centered on achieving his goals and realizing his ambitions. He is engrossed in his mission, so much so that trivial pursuits like idle flirting or chasing after superficial relationships barely register on his radar. Every action, every decision, every step he takes is meticulously aligned with his overarching mission, a mission driven by a clear, unwavering sense of direction. In modern life, we are often bombarded with countless distractions, from social media to fleeting social encounters. Yet a high-value man differentiates himself by maintaining his focus amidst this noise. He doesn't wait for opportunities to knock on his door. Instead, he proactively creates them. This proactive approach is not just about external successes, but also about building a fortress of inner strength and resilience. By committing fully to his objectives, he cultivates a deep well of discipline and self-confidence. These qualities are not just foundations for achieving one's ambitions, but are also magnetic traits that naturally attract others, including women. This magnetic quality stems from his unwavering commitment to his purpose, which inherently builds an attractive energy. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This kind of self-assuredness and purpose-driven life is like a beacon that draws others towards him. His confidence, his relentless drive, and his sense of purpose create a unique aura that makes him stand out in any room. He doesn't need to chase after women. They are drawn to the energy he exudes. It's this commitment to his mission that makes him inherently irresistible. In today's world, where the idea of value is often misunderstood or reduced to mere appearances or possessions, being a high-value man is about cultivating a deeper, more meaningful essence. It's about being so engrossed in becoming the best version of oneself that everything else, including the admiration of others, becomes a natural byproduct. When a man focuses on his purpose with such intensity and clarity, he not only creates a fulfilling life for himself, but also inspires others to do the same. His energy, his dedication, and his inner strength become so palpable that they resonate with those around him, drawing them in effortlessly. So the secret isn't in the chase, but in the energy you project. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself and remain committed to your own path, you naturally become attractive to others. Women, in particular, are drawn to this type of magnetic confidence because it signals stability, ambition, and a clear sense of direction, traits that are increasingly rare in today's world. By prioritizing your goals and remaining steadfast in your mission, you create a life that is not only meaningful and fulfilling for yourself, but also magnetic to those who are looking for someone with real substance and depth. This is Stoic happiness. This is Stoicism today. It's about finding fulfillment, not through external validation, but through unwavering commitment to one's own growth and purpose, thereby naturally drawing others toward you, making them want to be a part of your journey. And remember, it's not about the chase. It's about the path you walk and the energy you carry along the way. Number 5. The power of absence. Imagine this. You're always there, always reachable, always present in her life. While this might seem like a good strategy to stay close, it can actually backfire. When you're constantly available, she never gets the chance to feel the powerful emotions that come with missing someone. This feeling of longing is often mistaken for love, but it goes even deeper. It can create a stronger emotional response that intensifies her feelings for you. A high-value man understands this principle. He recognizes that there is power in his absence, not just his presence. He doesn't vanish to play games or manipulate her emotions. Instead, he steps back to maintain his priorities, his life, and his independence. By doing so, he creates an aura of mystery and intrigue. He becomes a person of value because he isn't always within reach. Think of it like this. If you had a luxury item within arm's reach every day, it would soon lose its allure. It becomes common, ordinary, something that's taken for granted. But make that same item scarce, and its value skyrockets. The same principle applies to relationships. When you give her the space to miss you, you're not just creating a gap in her daily routine. You're deepening the emotional connection she feels. You're allowing her to wonder about you, to think of you when you're not around, and to experience the thrill of missing someone. It's in these moments of absence that you become more present in her mind. Your absence creates a canvas on which her emotions can paint a picture of desire, curiosity, and longing. This is not about being distant or playing hard to get, but about striking a balance that keeps the relationship dynamic and exciting. When she's given the space to miss you, she appreciates your presence even more when you are around. It's like a breath of fresh air after being in a confined space. It feels revitalizing and precious. Let's relate this to a story we often see in modern life. Think about a busy executive who is always tied up with work. He's dedicated, focused, and rarely has time to be overly available. But when he does carve out time, he's fully present, making each moment count. His partner feels a sense of longing during his absence, which only makes their moments together more intense and memorable. This is the power of absence at work. It's not about neglect or indifference. It's about creating a rhythm that allows both individuals to thrive on their own and together. By focusing on your own goals and interests, you're not just maintaining your independence, you're enhancing the quality of your time together. You become a high-value man who doesn't just exist to be at someone else's beck and call, but who also cherishes his own journey, his own growth. So, how can you apply this to your life? Ask yourself, are you always there, always responding immediately, always available at her convenience? Or do you give yourself the space to be missed? Reflect on your actions. Sometimes taking a step back is the key to moving forward in a relationship. How can you create that healthy space where both you and she can thrive? Remember, this isn't about withdrawing your love or affection, but about enhancing it by making it a rare and valuable experience. Think of how you can cultivate your own Stoic mindset, one that prioritizes your own growth and independence. This approach not only strengthens your bond, but also reinforces your own sense of self-worth and autonomy. When you strike that balance, you'll find that the emotional connection deepens in ways constant attention never could. In conclusion, the lesson here is clear. Don't be afraid to step back occasionally and focus on your own path. Now, comment, don't be afraid to step back occasionally and focus on your own path. Allow her the time to miss you and see how this changes the dynamic between you two. By embracing this Stoic mindset and valuing your own journey, you embody what it means to be a high-value man. And in doing so, you'll find that not only does she chase you, but she also respects and values you more. So, let your absence speak louder than your words. Are you ready to see the difference this makes in your relationship? How might this change the way you view your own value? Embrace this strategy, and you might just discover a deeper, more meaningful connection, one built on mutual respect and a shared sense of purpose. Number 6. Unintentionally but creates attraction. Understanding how to navigate relationships, especially when it comes to maintaining your own value and dignity, is essential for any high-value man. Let's dive deeper into an important Stoic life lesson: the power of creating attraction. By not always being available or overly nice. You might have heard that women appreciate nice guys, but let's be honest, being overly nice can sometimes backfire. When you go out of your way to be kind, to the point where you shower a woman with gifts, compliments, or excessive attention, it can lead her to take you for granted. The more you try to prove your affection through these actions, the more it can send the wrong message, that you're willing to accept less than you deserve. The reality is that this kind of behavior often signals a lack of self-worth or a fear of losing her, rather than genuine confidence. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In relationships, this translates into not stooping to behaviors that compromise your own values or self-respect. If you find yourself being taken for granted despite your consistent kindness, it is a clear sign that it's time to pull back and reset the dynamics. Ignoring a woman or distancing yourself isn't about playing childish games or manipulating feelings. Rather, it's about creating a space where you can re-establish the importance of mutual respect and healthy boundaries. A high-value man understands the importance of self-respect. It is absolutely non-negotiable. When you distance yourself from someone who doesn't truly appreciate you, you are essentially communicating a powerful message. You recognize your worth, and you won't settle for anything less than what you deserve. This action isn't about cruelty or manipulation. It's about self-preservation and standing up for your own needs and boundaries. By stepping back, you also give her the opportunity to reflect on her behavior and possibly realize the value she overlooked. After all, attraction is often fueled by a bit of mystery and the understanding that you are not easily available to anyone who doesn't meet your standards. The Stoics believed in maintaining their own inner peace and control over their reactions. Epictetus taught that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By choosing not to react with desperation or clinginess, you maintain your dignity and keep your power. Think about it. How many times have you seen someone lose their own sense of self by trying too hard to please others, especially in romantic relationships? Have you ever experienced a moment when you felt taken for granted because you were too accommodating? Reflect on those moments and ask yourself, what could have been different if you had simply stepped back and focused on your own worth and self-respect instead? This isn't just about ignoring someone to make them chase you. It's about understanding the deeper principles of self-value and respect. When you prioritize these principles, you naturally attract people who see your worth and are willing to meet you where you are. The essence of what is Stoicism teaches us to remain grounded, maintain our self-control, and always remember our intrinsic value no matter the external circumstances. By embracing these Stoic life lessons, you empower yourself to attract the right kind of relationships, those built on mutual respect, appreciation, and genuine connection. So next time you find yourself in a situation where your kindness is mistaken for weakness, remember to take a step back and consider whether this person truly values you for who you are. How can you adjust your actions to better reflect your worth? How will you choose to react in a way that maintains your dignity and promotes your inner peace? Being a high-value man isn't about playing games or manipulating others. It's about standing firm in your own self-worth and refusing to settle for anything less than what you deserve. When you adopt these principles, you not only enhance your own life, but you also set a powerful example for others around you. Remember, the way you allow others to treat you is a reflection of how you view yourself. By maintaining high standards and clear boundaries, you not only command respect from others, but also cultivate a sense of self-respect that is invaluable. So the next time you feel your value is being overlooked, don't be afraid to step back, hold your ground, and let your actions speak louder than words. After all, a high-value man knows that his worth isn't determined by anyone else but himself. Number 7. Echo time attracts. A high-value man truly understands the irreplaceable nature of time. He recognizes it as his most precious resource, one that cannot be wasted or given away indiscriminately. When it comes to relationships, particularly with women, he doesn't drop everything to align with someone else's plans or desires. This isn't about arrogance or a lack of consideration. Rather, it reflects a deep commitment to his own path and objectives. His life is filled with purpose, and his time is heavily invested in pursuits that align with his goals and ambitions. By prioritizing his own schedule, he communicates a powerful message. His time is valuable, and anyone who wishes to share it must first demonstrate their worth. In modern life, where every moment is flooded with distractions and demands, a man who controls his time stands out. Women, and indeed people in general, are naturally drawn to those who exude purpose and are not easily available. It creates a magnetic pull, an aura of mystery, and a challenge that is far more compelling than the behavior of someone who is perpetually at another's beck and call. This principle isn't confined to romantic relationships alone. It's a Stoic strategy that applies to all aspects of life, from friendships to professional dealings. A man who respects his own time teaches others to do the same, fostering a sense of mutual respect and admiration. Relating this to the teachings of Stoicism, we recall Marcus Aurelius, who said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." This wisdom underscores the essence of valuing time. It's about being decisive and intentional, about crafting a life that doesn't revolve around the whims of others, but rather follows a well-charted course set by one's values and goals. In today's fast-paced world, where everyone seems to be rushing somewhere, A man who pauses, reflects, and prioritizes his time is seen as a beacon of calm and control, qualities that are incredibly attractive to those around him. When you take charge of your time, you don't just become a man who is hard to get. You become a man who is worth getting. Your time becomes a rare commodity, something that others will strive to earn. Women are particularly drawn to this because it reflects confidence, independence, and self-respect, traits that signal a man who knows his worth. This dynamic naturally reverses the typical chasing game, making it more likely for her to pursue you instead. She becomes intrigued by the life you lead, the goals you chase, and the sense of fulfillment you radiate. The concept of echo time attracts goes beyond the simplistic idea of playing hard to get. It's about genuinely investing your time in what matters to you, in activities that build you up, fulfill your purpose, and align with your long-term goals. As you do so, you naturally become less available for trivial pursuits or people who do not add value to your life. This scarcity of your time makes you more desirable. It creates a standard, a benchmark against which others measure their own worth and effort. The more purposeful your use of time, the more it attracts like-minded people who value you and your journey. To weave this Stoic approach into daily life, consider your own time management. Are you dedicating your hours to things that enrich your life, or are you scattering them to the winds, hoping to please everyone? Remember, a man who is everywhere is nowhere. By setting boundaries around your time, you develop a disciplined approach to life that not only enhances your personal growth, but also naturally attracts those who are aligned with your values and ambitions. This is Stoic happiness in practice, finding contentment in a life well lived, guided by principle and purpose. To truly make her chase you, adopt the mindset of a high-value man who cherishes his time and uses it wisely. Embrace the Stoicism of today, focusing not on the transient, but on the eternal, your growth, your happiness, and your purpose. When you do, you'll find that not only will women be drawn to you, but you'll also cultivate a life that is fulfilling and meaningful, where every moment is spent in alignment with who you are and who you aspire to become. So, ask yourself today, how are you spending your time, and what does it say about the value you place on yourself? Number 8. To draw into the mystery. To truly captivate her interest and draw her deeper into the mystery, you must master the art of unpredictability. This concept goes beyond mere tactics. It's about cultivating an aura that keeps the dynamic between you exciting and alive. High-value men, those who operate with a Stoic mindset and exude a strong sense of self-worth, understand that predictability can dull the spark in any relationship. If you always respond the same way, always act the same, she'll quickly feel like she has you figured out. But when you vary your responses and actions, sometimes showing immediate interest and other times pulling back slightly, you create a compelling push-pull effect that keeps her guessing and intrigued. Imagine the thrill of receiving a message from someone who doesn't always reply instantly, the waiting, the wondering. It's this anticipation that makes every interaction more memorable and meaningful. However, this isn't about playing games or manipulating emotions. Instead, it's about demonstrating that your life is full, rich, and driven by your own passions and goals. You are a man who values his time and doesn't waste it on meaningless pursuits. You're not available at a moment's notice because you are busy investing in your growth, building your career, and cultivating your interests. This aligns perfectly with Stoic life lessons, where self-control and personal development are key tenets. By managing your time wisely and not always being at her beck and call, you subtly convey that your presence is a privilege, not a given. This sense of unpredictability builds a unique respect and admiration. It shows that you are not a man who can be easily controlled or taken for granted. Take, for example, the story of a man named Michael. Michael was deeply engrossed in his career, working on his own projects and pursuing his hobbies. When he met Sarah, he was kind and attentive, but he never let his life revolve solely around her. Sometimes he would respond to her messages promptly, sharing his thoughts and engaging deeply in conversation. Other times he would take hours, sometimes even a day, to reply, not because he wanted to make her wait, but because he was genuinely busy pursuing his own goals. This unpredictability kept Sarah intrigued. She found herself thinking about him more, wondering what he was up to, and valuing the time they did spend together even more. Michael didn't reveal everything about his life immediately. He allowed her to discover his layers gradually, making the process of getting to know him an adventure. In the end, this approach is not just about making her chase you. It's about fostering a genuine connection that is built on respect and mutual interest. It's about showing her that you are a high-value man, someone who lives with purpose, who embodies a Stoic mindset, and who understands the balance between giving and withholding attention. Are you ready to become that kind of man? Can you see how maintaining a bit of mystery in your interactions can make her more invested and appreciative of your presence? By embracing this strategy, you not only maintain her interest, but also inspire her to match your energy and effort, creating a relationship dynamic where both parties are equally engaged and invested. So, as you move forward, remember this. Don't always be an open book. Keep some chapters of your life private, and let her earn the privilege of knowing you better. This is not about playing hard to get, but about valuing yourself and ensuring that the person you're with values you too. Embrace the Stoic principle of self-control and watch how the respect she has for you grows. This is the essence of the Stoic mindset: to live with purpose, to guard your time and energy, and to build meaningful connections based on mutual respect and interest. In this way, you not only win her admiration but also stay true to your values as a high-value man. Number 9. Attractive Building Circle Society. Imagine this. Your social circle isn't just a group of friends you hang out with. It's a powerful asset that can shape how others perceive you, especially women. When you surround yourself with people who respect and admire you, you're not just enjoying good company, you're building a fortress of influence, confidence, and attractiveness. This is a subtle yet profound strategy that aligns with Stoic life lessons, teaching us that the value we derive from others is a reflection of the value we bring to ourselves and the world. Women are naturally drawn to men who are not only well-liked, but also well-respected by their peers. It's a compelling signal of your intrinsic worth and the quality of your character, hinting at the deeper layers of who you are, a man of substance, someone truly worth knowing and being around. Think of your social interactions as more than just fleeting moments of fun. Consider them your training ground for practicing Stoic virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. The philosopher Epictetus once said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit." This means that your character is shaped by the people you spend the most time with. Surrounding yourself with a circle that uplifts you, challenges you to grow, and holds you accountable to your principles is one of the most profound ways to practice Stoicism in modern life. Are you choosing friends who help you stay grounded in your values, or are you associating with those who pull you away from your true self? Reflect on this and ask yourself, what kind of people do you want to share your life with? A strong social network does more than just boost your social standing. It acts as a buffer against becoming overly reliant on a single relationship for your happiness. In the Stoic mindset, the goal is to maintain emotional independence, which is a sign of true inner strength. Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By nurturing a diverse range of friendships, you create a rich and balanced life, one that is not dependent on any single person to fill a void. This naturally reduces feelings of neediness or desperation in romantic pursuits. When you are emotionally self-sufficient, you exude a quiet confidence that is incredibly attractive. It's not about arrogance, it's about having a fulfilling life of your own, one that a potential partner would find irresistibly magnetic because it speaks to your wholeness as an individual. Consider this. How can you use your social circle to enhance your personal growth and uphold the virtues of Stoicism? By engaging with people who challenge your thinking, broaden your perspectives, and encourage you to act with integrity, you are actively shaping a character that commands respect. What is Stoicism, if not the pursuit of wisdom through self-discipline and the mindful practice of virtue in every aspect of life? Your friendships can be a living testament to this philosophy, a space where you learn to give without expectation, support without judgment, and grow without fear. Are you ready to redefine your social interactions in this way? Remember, a well-curated social circle is not just about networking, it's about building a life that reflects your deepest values and desires. It's about crafting a narrative of who you are and who you aspire to be, a story that others are eager to be part of. When a woman sees you thriving in a community of genuine connections, she sees a man who is complete, a man who doesn't seek validation from her or anyone else, because he has already validated himself. She sees someone who is comfortable in his own skin, living according to his principles, and leading a life filled with purpose and meaning. So, how do you plan to refine your social circle to align with these Stoic life lessons? Are you ready to embrace the power of your community to shape your destiny? In this journey of self-improvement and character building, your social circle isn't just an accessory. It's a critical component of who you are becoming. Let your relationships be a reflection of your highest aspirations and your commitment to living a life of value. As Seneca wisely observed, associate with those who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you yourself can improve. The process is a mutual one, for men learn while they teach. Isn't it time you took control of your social life to ensure it reflects your true Stoic self? Number 10. Superpower. In our modern world, where emotions often run high and reactions are swift, the ability to maintain emotional control stands out as a rare and powerful superpower. It's not merely a sign of strength, It's an art of self-mastery that high-value men possess. When you remain calm and composed, especially in situations where others might lose their cool, you communicate a sense of stability and reliability that is universally respected and deeply attractive. A man who shows unwavering composure, even when faced with challenges, demonstrates that he is not easily shaken, that he possesses a strength that can weather any storm. This is why emotional steadiness is so crucial. It separates those who are led by fleeting impulses from those who are guided by their principles. However, having emotional control doesn't mean you suppress your feelings or come across as cold and detached. Instead, it's about responding with thoughtful deliberation rather than reacting impulsively. It's about being that steady anchor, the calm in the storm, that others can rely on. This emotional steadiness is invaluable in relationships because it signifies that you are a partner who can be trusted to handle life's ups and downs with grace and patience. Women, like anyone else, are naturally drawn to this kind of strength because it fosters a sense of security and stability. It reassures her that you won't crumble under pressure or be swayed by every fleeting emotion that arises. As Epictetus, a great Stoic philosopher, once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom echoes the value of maintaining your composure and responding with grace rather than letting emotions dictate your actions. Furthermore, by keeping your emotions in check, you ensure that your decisions come from a place of clarity, not confusion. This clarity allows you to act in a manner that aligns with your core values and long-term objectives, rather than being driven by temporary feelings that could derail your path. It is a practice of discipline and integrity that not only strengthens your personal relationships, but also enhances every aspect of your life. In a world filled with noise and constant distractions, this ability to stay centered on your purpose is more valuable than ever. Moreover, this emotional control is a testament to your inner strength and resilience, qualities that are vital in today's world. In practicing this level of self-discipline, you embody the essence of Stoicism today. A modern application of ancient wisdom that calls for mastery over one's emotions to achieve inner peace and true happiness. It's about being mindful, present, and fully engaged in every moment, regardless of the external chaos. This state of being is what we refer to as Stoic happiness, a profound sense of contentment that comes not from external circumstances, but from within. So, in your journey to becoming a high-value man, embrace this superpower. Recognize that every moment offers a choice to react or to respond, to be led by your emotions or to lead them. Choose the latter. Choose the path of calm, composed strength. In doing so, not only do you become more attractive and respected, but you also cultivate a life filled with purpose, integrity, and true fulfillment. As you continue to master this art of emotional control, you will find that it becomes not just a tool for winning over others, but a cornerstone for achieving your own personal growth and happiness. Remember, true power lies not in the absence of emotion, but in the mastery of it. And in mastering your emotions, you unlock the door to a life of lasting peace and stoic happiness, no matter what challenges you face. Number 11. The mystery is captivating. In today's world, where everyone seems eager to overshare their lives on social media and in conversation, There's a rare and powerful allure in maintaining a sense of mystery. High-value men understand this principle well. They know that not revealing every detail about themselves from the outset creates a compelling dynamic that draws women in, leaving them intrigued and eager for more. This isn't about playing games or manipulating emotions. It's about recognizing the value of pacing in a relationship. It's a deliberate form of restraint, an act of selective sharing that keeps her interest alive, making her chase you because she senses there's more to uncover. The essence of this strategy lies in the Stoic mindset, where temperance and self-control are paramount. You are purposefully ignoring certain opportunities to divulge all about yourself, but she doesn't realize it's intentional. Consider how you present yourself. When you hold back some details about your life, you leave space for her imagination to wander. She'll start to wonder about your past experiences, your inner thoughts, and what really drives you. This curiosity is what makes the connection deeper as she becomes more invested in discovering the layers of your personality. The ancient Stoics believed in the power of self-restraint, understanding that wisdom comes from knowing when to speak and when to stay silent, when to reveal parts of oneself and when to hold back. This selective sharing is not a sign of insecurity, but rather a display of inner strength and confidence. It shows that you are a man who doesn't need to prove himself hastily or boastfully. You are secure in your own value and worth. Imagine this scenario. You are on a date, and instead of diving into a long narrative about your achievements, you choose to share just a snippet of a recent adventure. Perhaps you mention a trip to the mountains where you faced a challenge, but you stop short of revealing all the details. She is intrigued. What happened next? How did you handle it? By not giving her all the answers at once, you create a story that unfolds gradually, keeping her engaged and wanting more. This approach mirrors the technique of layering, sharing your stories and experiences in small, compelling doses. This way, she feels like she is peeling back layers, discovering a treasure hidden beneath each one. Over time, she finds herself drawn into a deeper, more meaningful connection because she's actively participating in getting to know you. Think of the modern man who applies these principles in his daily interactions. He isn't constantly texting or bombarding her with information about his every move. Instead, he understands the value of absence, the power of leaving her wondering and waiting. Perhaps he doesn't always reply instantly, or maybe he skips the occasional call. This isn't to frustrate her, but to build anticipation and excitement. The gap in communication becomes a space where her mind fills in the blanks, imagining scenarios and stories that build her curiosity. By doing this, he is subtly guiding her attention and focus towards him, making her desire to learn more about who he is and what he stands for. This Stoic approach to interaction keeps the relationship dynamic and prevents it from falling into a predictable pattern that quickly loses its appeal. Consider this. Why do some relationships fizzle out while others remain vibrant and exciting? Often, it's because one partner loses the sense of mystery. Everything becomes too familiar too quickly. High-value men avoid this pitfall by practicing the art of strategic sharing. They recognize that a sense of discovery is crucial to sustaining interest. By not laying all their cards on the table, they preserve an aura of enigma that keeps a woman intrigued, making her feel like she's on a journey of exploration rather than just being handed all the answers up front. This approach also fosters a relationship built on mutual respect and curiosity, rather than mere convenience or routine. The lesson here is clear. If you want to cultivate a relationship that is both exciting and deeply connected, learn to master the art of mystery. Reflect on how you can apply this Stoic mindset to your interactions. Are there areas where you tend to overshare too quickly? How might you withhold just enough to keep her curiosity alive without seeming distant or disinterested? Remember, it's not about playing hard to get, but about understanding the value of leaving some things unsaid. This creates a powerful dynamic where she feels motivated to learn more, to dig deeper, and to chase you because she senses there's always more to discover. Ultimately, by maintaining this balance, you not only make her chase you, but also build a more profound and meaningful connection. You exhibit qualities of a high-value man, someone with a Stoic mindset who knows the strength in restraint and the wisdom in silence. So the next time you're tempted to overshare, pause and consider the impact of mystery. Let her wonder, let her chase, and let the relationship unfold naturally, layer by captivating layer. This is the essence of Win Stoic, a journey where every step is carefully measured, every word thoughtfully chosen, and every moment an opportunity to build a deeper, more fulfilling bond. As we conclude this deep dive into how to ignore women, 11 secrets of high-value men to make her chase you immediately, remember that mastering this art isn't about manipulation or mind games. It's about reclaiming your power and living authentically. High-value men understand that true confidence comes from within, and by focusing on their own goals, passions and growth, they naturally become more intriguing and desirable. By not constantly seeking validation or approval, you cultivate a powerful aura of independence and mystery, qualities that make you irresistibly attractive. Applying these Stoic life lessons in your daily interactions is not just a strategy for relationships, but a path to personal empowerment and self-fulfillment. It's about showing that your value is self-defined, not contingent on anyone else's attention or approval. When you prioritize your own well-being and growth, you set a standard for how others should treat you, making it clear that you are a man who respects himself and demands the same from others. This is the true essence of making her chase you, not because you ignore her, but because you are so engaged in your own purpose that she can't help but be drawn to your strength and resolve. Now, I encourage you to take these principles and apply them in your daily life. Observe how shifting your focus to your personal growth and self-worth can change the dynamic of your interactions. Have you ever tried these strategies before? How did they work out for you? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Win Stoic for more valuable content that can help you elevate every aspect of your life. Also, ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's continue this journey of becoming the best version of ourselves together. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay strong, stay confident, and stay stoic. See you in the next video.